Hey everybody, this is why you don't drive around farms and dirt roads on the stolen wheels. Oh, stolen wheels, what do you mean? The stolen wheels is this set of Prado, 2022 Prado, our stolen wheels from our Prado. It just looks like they're stolen wheels because when you put them on an old Hilux ute, they're all shiny and that. And people go, oh, they look like they've just been stolen, you know, the stolen wheels. You know, the old Commodore with the stolen wheels on it. Anyway, it's got a slow leak in the tyre, and this is just another testament to the reliability of those BFG KO2s, and you should be laughing by about now because it's definitely a love-hate thing. I used to love them. Now I'm not a big fan. They wear out twice as fast. They're too expensive. I'm not buying them, and I probably recommend you don't. And I've also had some experiences where only one vehicle out of the 4 sets of tyres we got is very slippery in the wet. But look, slow leak. We got this $7 kit. You might remember it if you've been watching the videos on our other YouTube channel, Full Before Adventures. I think it might have came up because we had a... So is it always the left-hand rear? It's always the left-hand rear, but what was it that day? It was the left-hand front or rear? Which one was it? Do you remember? Yeah. Left-hand rear again. It's always the left-hand rear with the flats. Who else? Put in the comments. Let me know. Anyway, and look, a piece of wire. So once again, it wasn't the rocks. It wasn't the Outback. It's always this synthetic crap from people, tradesmen, builders, screws, nuts and bolts. You get the picture? Anyway, so what we're going to do, we're going to... I just want to say, so over here, let's have a look at this, right? So the Joel's Garage hoist, right? Awesome. Joel's Garage, don't forget, if you need a discount on that, to contact Andrew at Laverton and say, Anthony sent me, I need a hoist, and they've got all the other garage gear as well, but I did speak to them and set up a discount for you, at least a couple $100 off, something like that. But anyway, we're just using the hoist as a jack, just with one post. So, you know, some people say, oh, you can't do that. Well, you can. It's just a jack though, but beware. There's no safety stand there. There's maybe no safety stop. Let's do a little test actually and see how low the safeties go on this hoist. Yeah, so there is a safety low, where on my other hoist at the other workshop, the safety stops well above where the wheels are off the ground, probably a wheel height off the ground. So that's actually really good. Although we'll need to jack it up a bit more to, but that's on the safety there, that's cool. All right, let's get on with this. What are we going to do here? We're going to pull that bit of wire out with probably some side cutters or something like that, because they grip better than long nose pliers. And then we're going to drill it out with this thing and put one of these in there. And technically these might not be legal, but they work really well, and bada bing, bada boom. So we're going to test one out. That's what we do. We do things to test it out, but I can confirm I know a lot of people that use them and they've never been let down. Even these big, massive holes where they put 5 plugs in there. So maybe a slow leak if the hole's really big, but anyway, enough waffling. Let's get on with it with the long nose pliers. Okay. See what I mean, how it slips off? Side cutters. Don't lose that hole. There it is. Let's have a look at it. Nice. I just want to point out, when I was at Mataranka and I went in the $2 shop, $7, I grabbed a few of these because you can't go wrong, have one in every car, but this is actually what we have in the Hilux. And I'm not saying this is the best one, but this is the King's one. And it's got a steel handle and you can see that's fixed with a grub screw. I'm not sure if that's going to come out, if that's loose or not. See how that's loose? It needs to be tightened up. So that's your first thing. When you get King stuff, tighten it up and put some Loctite on it, because that could rip out as well. Same with this one here. But the problem with these plastic ones is, again, they're just molded plastic there, and that could rip out while you're trying to pull it out of the tyre. So you've got to have spare tools like pliers, side cutters ready to pull these sorts of things out as well. So just sort of get this kit out and show you. That's not the only thing we carry. We've got other kits as well, but we're going to drill out the hole first. Let's see how good I am at videoing with my left hand and reaming with my right. Right, so that's in there. I put a bit of lube in there. I'm sort of just drilling out a bit, hopefully making sure the hole's big enough. All right, to fit a plug in there. Right, now there's a big enough hole there. Yeah, you hear that? Because otherwise the plug, it's not going to fit. All right, it's a bit hard to video and do, so we're just going to hopefully try. Okay, so we put the rubber cement on there, this stuff, and what we found was while the air's blowing out, it blows straight back at you, really high, and can even go in your eyes. So put your safety glasses on, put your gloves on. At this stage, I don't know if this one's not the best quality for $7, People are quite funny in the comments. They go, you paid $7 and you expect it to work right. Well, you know, you can pay the top dollar straight away, or you can try the cheap things and see if it works. At the moment, I feel like I'm going to bust this and that's going to stab me straight in the wrist and I'm going to bleed out, or it's going to bend. So I'm going to go put some gloves on, some leather gloves, and I'm going to be really careful. So I've got leather gloves in the back of the vehicle as well, so that's good. This is in the hole enough to block the hole, but I haven't been able to get it in yet. I've got to push harder. As you can see, that's kind of what I expected was going to happen. The leather gloves, remember, all right? So we'll revert back to the bigger size tool and let you know how the King's one goes. Grab that, see if it's going to come out. Push, pull, push, pull. Push, pull, push, pull. Oh, that fell over. Mate, you must be pulling hard. You've rocked the whole slab. Anyway, it's not coming out now. It did a minute ago. But they've included an Allen key in the kit, so we'll tighten it up. Yeah, this is where the lubrication in the King's kit comes in. It's like a tub of it's like the molly coat, because we needed more lube than glue. And if you put the wick in evenly, the plug, it's even got this piece of metal here that stops you pushing it too far by accident, which is actually really good. So this King's kit, so far, I'm rating it. Going to get in a little bit further and then quickly pull this out, and I hope the plug doesn't come with it. And that is where it's at. It went well with the King's kit. I believe there's a good amount in. That hole is super tight. There's no way with any momentum that's ever going to be coming out on its own. We'll just get the side cutters. So side cutters and long nose is what you want. The side cutters will trim it down nice and neat so there's less weight on the outside of the tyre. I don't think that really the cement, it all depends on the size of the hole is what I'm thinking. This was a really small hole. We had to ream it out. Just keep reaming out till it's big enough that you can actually just get it in, which is what happened. So yeah, the King's tool, rate it. So while we're at it, Hot Tips 101. 2 YouTube channels, 4x4 Diesel, 4x4 Adventures. I don't know which one this video is going on, but I store this kit standing up. As you can see, when it gets hot, the lubrication, it goes to one side and it leaks out a little bit. So if you can, store it flat so the tub stays up the right way. I'm going to condense anything worthwhile out of this kit, like the plugs, into this kit and get rid of that kit because that's rubbish, those plastic things. They can go in the bin. I'll probably keep this one if I can because, you know, it reams a smaller hole. See the two different sizes? And these wicks are a bit small. So if you've got a smaller hole, maybe we should have used that one because technically the small one was out of the kit with that and we used these ones and there's not much in it, but maybe I'm dreaming. Anyway, just showing you. Similar. Anyway, that looks like one tyre fix. We'll pump it up. Soapy water. Looks like somebody spat all over it. That's disgusting. That's all right. That's my spit. At the football, at the MCG, after one game with those grots, I'll tell you, you'd probably fill a bucket. Anyway, subscribe, turn the bell on, we'll catch you on the next video. Hope you learned something. We did. Bada bing, bada boom. This one's a good one.